big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Can't do that.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Completion here to Claypool. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Good. We're up Pittsburgh.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Second and 10.
And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Albert Okuebuna with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And his kick is right through.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take out all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. And the pressure gets to him again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. We have hit halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
24. Monarchs, nothing.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And he returns this to the 22.
Takeover. First down and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Space to maneuver at the 40. Looking middle, and that's complete. And all the way up to the 46. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
He's across.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To number 80.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
24, Monarchs 3.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better right now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The 27-yard line.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And they give this time to the tailback.
35-yard line.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Slide for the PAT.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And 10 at their own 26-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
31.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Back to throw again. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Second and 6 at the 6-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
Back to throw. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 6 yards away. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
Will Lutz.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Through an opening, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 81 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. London about set to take over on offense.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
The throw over the middle taken in and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Alonso looked to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards.
Monarchs 17.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, second down.
23. Chase Winovich brought him down. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The ball carrier.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Sidney Jones in on the stop. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same.